Hello everyone, this is Alex Tremble from GPS Leadership Solutions, and today I'd like to share with you a thought about success and failure and what the difference is on focusing on one or the other. So this past week I was teaching a class for one of my clients, and the concept came up about whether you should focus on your failures and correcting your failures, something that I think most of us have been taught to do throughout our lives. And one of my classmates, one of my participants, he challenged me on this, and I thought it was a great example, and I wanted to share it with you. So what he shared with me, he said, well, look, Alex, I think we should be focusing on our failures. We should be correcting those failures. Years back, Lexus did just that, and they became extremely successful. I said, please go on, do tell. And he said, years back, Lexus decided to say, we're going to be the best. We're going to be the best car making company in the world. And how we're going to do that is we're going to look at all of our competition and see where they failed and make sure we don't do that. I said, that is a great idea. That's a great example, actually. And I said, okay, cool. So that makes Lexus really good, right? It does. It makes them undoubtedly good, and they're definitely one of the best and largest car companies in the world. But I have a question then. See, what's the difference between Lexus and Tesla? I would say that Lexus may have decided to not make the same mistakes that other people have made, yes. That'll keep them at a particular level. But Tesla, on the other hand, Tesla said, I'm not worried about the mistakes other people have made in the past. I'm not concerned with that whatsoever. I want to be the best, period. We want to have new ideas. We want to have exceptional growth, which that freed their mind to create some cybernetic truck that everyone's been talking about, and their stock prices have been going through the roof. And no one can say that Tesla's innovation is even being challenged by Lexus. It's not a reality. So then, if I can share one more quick story, which I think will drive home the point before I wrap this all up. For a large portion of my life, I was very focused on a goal. My goal was to never be poor. I did not want to ever be in a financial situation where I couldn't afford to take care of me and my family. That was something that I think it was drilled into me, and I kept it very close to me. And so some may look at my life and say, well, Alex, that goal was a good goal. You have been successful. You're definitely in a good situation to take care of your family. Yes, I am. But let me tell you what I learned recently, though. See, what I realized is that by focusing on not being poor, by focusing on not failing, I didn't take risks, right? So there were opportunities that were presented to me that came up, and I said, no, I can't do that because that may cause me to fail. That may cause me to be poor. See, the reality is that focusing on not failing put a cap on what I could achieve. And this is what I want to share with you right now. See, the opposite of success is not failure. The opposite of failure is not success. See, the lack of failure is just average. I mean, if you were to be running and you tripped and you said, you know what, I never want to trip again. If you focused on it, you could do a really good job, and you focused all your energy on never tripping again. Does that mean you're going to be faster? No, it just means you won't trip. You can go at the same exact speed, but you don't trip. And I think that's a huge thing to be thinking about as you move forward in your career. And look, this is not only for personal development, this is also for organizational development purposes, right? If you are focused on not failing as an organization, you will never have exponential growth. You can't, because you're putting a limit on yourself. So what I'm encouraging you to do right now is, again, take a look at your life. See what your goals are. What are your intentions? What is your organization doing? Are you focused on not failing? Or are you focused on being successful? And if you're focused on being successful, then that means that you must be willing to take risk. You must be willing to fail, because no one is ever successful at everything they do the first time. It requires failure. It requires you to go through something, get hurt, get banged up, and then learn how to do it better. Man, I'm sorry I kind of got into it right now. I'm doing a little walk around DC, and this was just something on my mind that I wanted to share with all of you, and I hope you got some benefit from it. As always, look, please search me out, alextremble.com, and my show, The Alex Tremble Show, is starting January 6th. Please check it out. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's not only do I have the opportunity, you can watch it via podcast, which you can find the links on my website there. You can watch it on YouTube. You can actually subscribe to my website and get access to the entire season on January 6th. So you don't have to worry about it coming out every other week. You'll get access to all that learning and all that great knowledge that day. This is Alex Tremble from The Alex Tremble Show, and Alex Tremble from GPS Leadership Solutions. Please click that like, subscribe, hit those buttons. As always, stay strong, stay positive, and definitely stay moving.